Dominique has announced in her most recent Q&A video that she has married again for the third time, as we know. Recently, followers have noticed a sparkling ring on her left hand in some of her videos. During an announcement about her move to a new home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area on her podcast called Over 50 and Flourishing, Dominique revealed that she married privately in early June.
Okay, someone said, "Hey, beautiful, I'm guessing this maybe has a little something to do with the beautiful sparkle that was gracing your ring finger on your left hand during the Flourishing Tour. Further, I think I may have spotted the lucky guy at the Flourishing Tour."
Yes, there is an amazing man in my life. In fact, there has been an amazing man in my life for quite some time. I'll leave it at that.
On July 23rd, Dominique thanked her fans and shared a photo of her husband on Instagram, though his face is turned away from the camera, leaving people to be shocked and wondering who is this guy. So obviously after this announcement, fans did some digging and speculation has arisen that her husband is Vic Mignogna, a well-known voice actor and musician in the anime world. Rumors about their relationship emerged after Dominique's announcement, with one person noting in the comments they were seen together in December. Not only were they seen together in December, but also during their Flourishing tour, he was there to support her. He's also been photographed with her at other events. Vic also hinted at the relationship during a recent Twitch live stream, revealing he married recently and that their story began 30 years ago in Houston. He mentioned that they reconnected during the 2023 Anime Matsuri convention after discovering they were both single. So we started seeing each other, he says, noting the challenge of their long distance relationship. Vic, who has been married now for a few weeks, did not name his wife but indicated she would appear at this year's Anime Matsuri, where Dominique is also scheduled to be a guest judge. This is very public also, so there's another puzzle piece for us.
So, to answer your question, there have been a lot of changes. Significantly, this very special person in my life, this change of my home, and this change of my status. I am a married woman, and we have this house together. And that's about all I want to say, which I think is plenty good and plenty sufficient, and still will give me the privacy that I've really, really enjoyed and wanted and desperately needed. And so I know this probably is a big shock to many people, but it's something that has been able to play out in my life in such a great way. And I would love nothing more than to be able to keep it that way.
Further, I think I may have spotted the lucky guy at the Flourishing Tour.
Further, I think I may have spotted the lucky guy at the Flourishing Tour.
She did mention that he is a longtime friend from her 20s who also lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. There has been an amazing man in my life for quite some time. I'll leave it at that, she said. She chose to keep details of her new relationship private, explaining that public scrutiny of her personal life had been traumatic. In a 2022 YouTube video, she announced her divorce from Houston businessman Nick Florescu, her husband since 2012. It has been kind of neat for me to have something sacred in private, Dominique says. I know it's a shock to many, but I would love to keep it that way. He confirmed that she also announced their marriage the week he posted on social media. We enjoyed a little privacy, which was nice. It allowed us to avoid the scrutiny of those who feel our private lives are public fodder, Vic says. It's evident that he may be referring to the intense public scrutiny he faced after being accused of sexual harassment on Twitter in 2019, which he has strongly denied. Funimation dropped him from its projects and he was uninvited to various conventions. His lawsuit against his former employer, his accusers, and one of their partners for defamation was dismissed in court and on appeal. Additionally, Vic was also engaged to Michelle Specht, but never married before. The engagement was called off before the wedding. And as far as Dominique, we know this makes it her third marriage. one being the father of her child in the second marriage to Nick Florescu. Now, she is a public figure, and she wants to keep the identity of her latest husband secret, but he's been spotted out with her several times and recently at her flourishing tour to support her. This contradicts keeping him on a hush hush. But with all that, it's impossible, truly, to keep his identity a secret unless they were to move somewhere remotely where no one would recognize them. So, what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you agree with her not sharing his identity with her supportive fans? Share your thoughts down below, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video.